Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another mini segment of the BOTA cast. I'm James. I'm here with Zach. Zach, you're about to enter the rage cage. What do you got steaming on your brain this Thursday night?
All right, guys. I've had a long week. I've been thinking a lot about this. I know I have said this a plethora of times. The NFC East is pissing me off, and I'm ready to explode.
Okay. So what exactly is it? Is it the Cowboys fans? Is it the 6 and 7? Is it they're going to take a playoff spot from an actual good team? Is it all the above? Talk to me.
To be completely honest with you, it's all the above. However, I still try to wrap my head around the fact that people still think the Cowboys are America's team when they haven't been good, I would say, in 15 years. So, haven't won a championship since 93, 94. That just, again, like, how can you be America's team when you are sitting midway, almost at the end of the season, sitting at 6 and 7? So, just saying for you people out there, you can't really be America's team. Who's rooting for the Cowboys besides people in Dallas? Just saying,
It's fair. Cowboys fans are riding the nostalgia points, so they've been riding nostalgia for about 15 years.
Yeah, I could say the same thing about Montreal Canadiens fans, but I don't want to cross. I don't want to cross streams tonight. But
we're not
Dallas Cowboys fans, Montreal Canadiens fans, not all too different. Not all that much different.
Nah, it doesn't seem like it. You know it better than I. But that's only a quarter of the NFC East, Zach. Are the Eagles getting in your brain? Are the Redskins for someone got
the Eagles are pissing me off because they have the opportunity to take the division and they won't take it. They're like, no, let's just lose to the Dolphins because why not? I don't give a fuck.
This is in fact a team that won the Super Bowl 3 years ago. 3 years ago.
Yep.
The Pats
absolutely. No. I would say no. It would be 2 years ago because last year the Patriots won, and the year before that was the Eagles. So.
Okay, so yeah, 2 years.
Yeah. I mean, time frame definitely is important because, 2 years for a team to go from Super Bowl winners to out in the second round of the playoffs. They really should have been out in the first round of the playoffs, but, Cody Parkey. And then this year, they're fucking 6 and 7. They're tied with Dallas for the lead in the division, blah, 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 blah. Fuck. 6 and 7. They lost to the Dolphins. End of story. That's it. End of story. If you lose to the Dolphins, you don't deserve to be in the playoffs. That is the new thing. I will judge teams only based on the fact if they have beaten the Dolphins. Actually, let me rephrase that. I'm going to judge teams based solely off of if they have been able to beat the Dolphins. Because if they haven't, they don't deserve to be in the playoffs. And if they have, they should have. If you get what I'm saying.
I think I get what you're saying. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Okay. So basically what I mean is that the team should be beating the Dolphins. So if you won, good for you. You don't deserve anything. You should have beat them anyway.
Right. You don't get anything extra special.
Exactly. But
if you lose,
and then we have teams. We just have teams like the Giants and the Redskins. The worst franchise probably in all of sports right now. The Washington Redskins.
Mm-hmm.
Listen,
arguably one of the worst owners in the NFL, Dan Snyder.
Oh no, hands down,
the worst owner.
That dude needs to get a grip on reality and understand that it's 2019 and not 1987 when his Redskins, won a championship.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Theismann doesn't play football anymore. What else? Who else can I throw out? Oh, I don't know really because there's been no relevant Redskins players besides Joe Theismann, and he broke his leg. So
they had 1 year of RG3.
Okay,
one good year of RG3.
Relevant.
I'm trying to play devil's advocate here. All right.
No, I know. You're just fueling my fire there, James. I know what you're doing. Listen,
okay, fair.
They have Adrian Peterson. He is not prime Adrian Peterson. Not even close. So, you can tell me, oh, well, they had Donovan McNabb. Yeah, they had Donovan McNabb. If you're telling me Donovan McNabb is the best Washington Redskins player in 30 years, boy, do you have problems. Boy, are there some issues. Donovan McNabb was only relevant in 2004 when he brought the Eagles to the Super Bowl, and then every year after that sucked.
I honestly forgot he was a Redskin, so there you go.
Yeah, oh yeah. He played for the Redskins for a little bit. He went from the Falcons to the Eagles. Sorry, no. I apologize. He went from the Eagles to the Falcons to the Redskins. And Vic went from the Falcons to the Eagles.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah. You got a wrong team in there, my friend.
Dude, like, really?
Over here, I've got from 99 on Wikipedia. I got from 99 to 09, the Eagles. 2010, he played for the Skins, and he finished his career with the Minnesota Vikings in 2011.
Oh, you know what? Okay, so I'm thinking I get McNabb and Vic mixed up in the earlier years. I thought McNabb played for the Falcons at one point, but you're right. It was just Vic, but I forgot that he finished out with the Vikings, but again, only relevant when he was with the Eagles, and that only was 1 year. I mean, so I just don't get it. Yep, I get it. Like, the Giants won the Super Bowl in 2007. The Giants won the Super Bowl in 2011. Eli Manning is a sack of potatoes. I don't care what anybody else thinks. Some Giants fans, yeah, like, oh, we support our quarterback. Ho, ho, ho. Good for you. Like, do you realize the man rode the bench for the last 10 weeks?
I'm using dogs reviews.
Sophie! All right, but let me just get into the math here for the entire NFC East team conference division, because I know last time I brought it up, you had genuine shock on your face, and I'm about to blow your brain again because they've gotten even worse.
Take a lot.
Let me tell you, they've gotten even worse. So let's do the numbers here. The entire division as a whole has 17 wins.
It's not a lot.
Nope. The Eagles and the Redskins combined have the same amount of losses as the entire division has wins. And that's the second and the third team. If I add the Cowboys and the Giants, they have 18 wins, and that is 35 losses. So they are currently sitting at 17 and 35 as a division.
That's horrendous. That is actually horrendous.
That's terrible. That's actually terrible. So the fact that you can tell me that the AFC East, or anyone, not you specifically, but anybody can tell me that the AFC East is the worst division, it's an absolute joke.
Catch me defending the NFC East.
I'm just letting you know that the Jets are 5-8 right now. They would be in third place in that division by 2 games. And they would be 1 game behind both first-place teams.
How?
The Jets.
How is it allowed to fit? Is this the point that Goodell kind of looks at it and sees that they need to reseed the playoffs in the next year, figure out the reseeding of everything?
So I don't know. See, I don't know if they can do that though. I don't know what they are going to be able to do. And the thing with that is they only play so many games. So obviously every game is going to count way more than in the the MLB, the NHL, or in the NBA. So it's really difficult to reseed the playoffs.
Right.
Really, I understand division winners. However, there should be some sort of stipulation where if you don't have a winning record, you don't get to be a top 4 seed. There should be some sort of stipulation because it's gonna end up where it's either gonna be an 8-8 or a 7-9 team. There's no way that the Eagles or the Cowboys make it to 9-7. No way.
You think it's gonna be an 8-8 team making it?
Could be an 8-8 or a 7-9 team. Yep.
But neither team makes it to 9-7.
Well, both teams can't because they play each other again.
Okay.
Right. So you can already take that one off. And the Cowboys and the Eagles don't have great schedules remaining. I don't think that they play. Let's see. The Eagles play in the division 3 more times. The Cowboys only play in the division twice. So whatever that other game is,
the Rams. Those weeks
it's the Rams, which they're gonna lose. So
hot Rams right now. Rams are on a spike.
So let me just give you some some net points here. So the entire division as a whole is now minus 174 net points on the year. Minus 174 points on the year. I'm just repeating that for you people at home, just so you realize how bad that is. Let's see, what else do I got here for you? The Cowboys are 4-0 inside the division. If you take away the division wins, they're 2-7.
That one hurts a little bit. That ain't good.
Yep. They're 5-4 within the conference, so that means that they are 1-3 outside the conference. So they can't beat AFC teams apparently, except for the Dolphins. I'm assuming they beat this year. So yeah. So just as an example, and this worked out perfectly for my argument. The NFC East played the AFC East this year. Would you like to hear the record of NFC East teams against AFC East teams?
I would. You would love to.
I know you would love to. Well, I'm gonna give it to you folks at home anyways.
That would be a pretty awful cohort in this. Yeah, if it was just no, I'm good, chilling.
Yeah, you can hear me still, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I see the camera's frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, if you put it on YouTube, it'll just be my voice and me not moving. But that's funny anyways. Yep, so non-conference. Cowboys against the AFC East Division, 1-3. The Eagles, 2-2. The Redskins, 1-3. The Giants, 0-3. There is only one team that has a 500 record against the AFC East, and that's the Eagles. But guess what? They lost to the Patriots and the Dolphins. They somehow managed to beat the Bills in week 5 or whatever, but I really don't count that. And then obviously they beat the Jets because they should beat the Jets. So I'll give them one good win out of the 3. They should have beat the Jets. Yeah. So I'm not giving them that win. The Bills was a decent win. They shut them out. They shut them down 31-13. So, but then again, the Redskins and the Cowboys have the same. Yeah, there was a good Bills defense, but don't forget the Eagles were much healthier back then too. So, right now I think they're on their 17th string wide receiver or something like that. I'm pretty sure a guy named Phil padded up for them. He works at the local Dunkin' Donuts. He had 3 receptions for 50 yards, something like that. I don't really know. Zach Ertz is still a thing, thank God for them, because if they didn't have Zach Ertz, then they would literally
Without Zach Ertz, they'd be lost.
They would be drafting high school players on the spot and just giving them $50 to catch a pass every time.
They'd be drafting that dude from the Alshon Jeffrey video who was saying he was catching people out of the fire. They'd be picking him up in free agency.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, Testaverde has a son. The dude from Invincible. Get him on the Eagles. That'd be a great story.
All right. Oh, hey, here's another fun stat. The Giants have lost 9 in a row. That's fun.
Who have?
The Giants.
The Giants have lost 9 in a row.
Yeah.
The
Cowboys have also lost 3 in a row. So before the nice little losing streak, they were 6-4. Now they're 6-7. So there's that. It's just wonderful. Just love that. Love that little division. They're so good. They're just a little quaint division. People, it's time to get over the NFC East. There's no more nostalgia. Get over it. The Patriots have been relevant for the past 20 years. They've won almost everything, okay? Yes, the Patriots were formed in 1960. Yes, they're still considered an old school team. However, the Patriots haven't been good up until 2000, 2001. I mean, yeah, they went to 2 Super Bowls. They got steamrolled by the 85 Bears. Then again, anybody that was going up against the 85 Bears were going to get steamrolled. So I can't really fault them for that one. They had a chance in the 96 Super Bowl, but then Desmond Jones was the thing and returned 2 punts for touchdowns. So You know, again, they're just not good against any North teams in the Super Bowl. What are you gonna do? You know?
Are you saying the Patriots are America's new team?
Am I saying the Patriots are America's new team? No, I don't think they are.
No, because
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. So, in 2000, when they won their in the 2000 to 2010 decade, when they won their 3 Super Bowls, they were in fact America's team. I would give them that in that 5 to 6 year span. Okay. You know, not that this has much to do with it. However, I just remember it being a big part of the Super Bowl win is that 9/11 had just happened in that season. That's
Right.
the season they won the Super Bowl. So, you know, that had just happened. It's, I believe, opening day or the second day. They're playing the Jets. I'm almost like 80% sure that's the game that Bledsoe goes out. It might be. Because it was against the Jets. Now, that might be something I need to look up, but
I'm not 100% sure.
I'm just saying that is a huge, huge thing for that to have been around the same time. You know, you have such an event like 9/11 that happens. Then, obviously, not even close to equating to the same magnitude, but, you know, Bledsoe goes down, Tom Brady takes over, and the Patriots, a very strong symbol of American, obviously, patriotism is obviously a cliche. It's redundant as well, but they win the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? And it's like, I understand it would have been more symbolic if the Jets won the Super Bowl, but like as a whole, like it was interesting to kind of see that happen. And then they took over, and like they won, they made it a dynasty, and so you know that is when I would say the Patriots were America's team. Now the thing with that is that the same thing that I feel towards the Cowboys and how overrated they are, and how, oh, well, they're America's team. They haven't been America's team since 1994. People, calm the fuck down. All right.
Yeah.
So it got stale. It got stale in I probably got stale right after they lost the Super Bowl to the Giants the first time. I think that's when people were like, all right, enough is enough. Like we need fresh blood. Like that's the thing. Like when teams like that. So like, you know, when the Steelers had their winning streak, that's why people hate the Steelers, because they won so goddamn much in the 70s. Same thing with the 49ers. Some people can't stand the 49ers because they won so goddamn much in the 80s. You know what I mean? Same thing with the Cowboys. The whole thing about the Cowboys is that they branded themselves, you know what I mean, as America's team. So, you know, I don't really know if I could say that about the Steelers or the 49ers. You know, the Steelers were the Steel Curtain, so I know that was only 1 year of their defense, but like as a whole, that's what their defense was known as being, the Steel Curtain. They branded themselves. People in the 80s hated the Steelers. I remember my dad and my grandfather telling me whenever they used to watch football, if the Steelers were on, they would swear at the TV.
They would yell at the TV.
Oh yeah, they hated the Steelers. Hated them. So I feel like the same thing is happening with, you know, the same thing has been happening with the Cowboys, because they won so much in the 90s, and now we had that new thing with the Patriots into the 2000s, and it's like, oh, well, the Cowboys are old news, now it's the Patriots. The thing with the Patriots, though, is that they also dominated in the 2010s. So you have 2 decades of continued dominance by one team. That's why I can't say the Patriots are America's team, because you can only really be America's team while the winning isn't stale. Once the winning gets stale is when you become the villain of the league, and they've been the villain of the league since I would say 2007. Once they had that perfect season, everyone was like, all right, enough is enough. Like we need to fucking move on from these guys. Like they're just it's just like too much. You know what I mean? Which is my point with the NFC East. All of those teams are old school teams. They all have been around for God knows how long. You know, the Eagles won championship. Yes, came against the Patriots. Congratulations. Doesn't bother me a bit that the Eagles beat the Patriots in a Super Bowl, because guess what? The Patriots beat the Eagles in a Super Bowl. So yeah, good luck, good job. We're even. Like people that give me that argument are fucking stupid, and obviously don't know how to count to 2. So Um, you okay, James? I'm sorry, I'm going off right now.
Hey, no, man. This is the Rage Cage. This is what it's made for. It's for
So,
you to step in.
you know, yes, good, and like I said, good job, Cowboys. You won those 3 championships in the 1990s, and guess what? You're still riding your fucking laurels, you dumbass bitches. Why don't you play some football and get some actual football players and maybe an actual football coach, Jerry Jones, and play some football? Because you're not. You're just playing some willy-nilly fucking college-style offensive football, and your defense blows dick. You're sitting at 6-7, bro. You're not gonna make the playoffs if you continue with fucking Kellen Moore. Oh, Kellen Moore. I played quarterback for a while, and now I'm the offensive coach for the Cowboys. Oh, I'm so fucking cool.
My favorite thing about this whole scenario is that you're just going off right now on this very animated rant. Like, I can feel how much motion is coming on your side of the screen. But what I'm looking at is you just looking down very
I know. That's the best part. You can't see anything. My screen is just frozen. That's going to be the best thing for people watching this is they're just going to see a frozen screen and just hear so much like swearing. And I'm like moving around. I'm like punching the air while I'm talking right now. I'm like so going off. Okay. Okay. Well, hold on. Let's get to the Giants again. Oh, hey, yeah, the Giants. Oh, they were so relevant. Yeah, they won some championships with Lawrence Taylor. Greatest defensive player of all time. Will not take that away from him. So maybe I'll give you a check for that. And yeah, you produced Bill Belichick, so I'll also give you a check for that. You beat the Patriots 2007. You also beat them in 2011. But guess what? You'll never have the better Manning brother. You'll never have the better Manning brother. Ever.
Who, Arch? The kid? No,
yeah,
sorry.
Archie.
Not Arch.
Peyton.
The son. I can't think. Who's the wide receiver one?
They have a wide receiver, brother? Do they
yeah,
really?
He was really good in college and had a lot of potential, but got injured.
Well, that's a Manning specialty, so.
That and the HGH right in the forehead.
Yeah.
But you're not wrong.
Yeah. No.
You're not wrong.
You know, and then
although
we have
Redskins statistics are fantastic. We're not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna start this whole debate. This is this is sports therapy.
I just think it's really funny that people still like to say that the AFC East is the worst division in the league because you have divisions like the NFC East. I've already gone over the stats for you guys at home. I've already gone on my rant. It needs no more explanation to you. They went head-to-head this season. The AFC East resoundingly beat the NFC East head-to-head this year. Head-to-head, okay? The entire division against the AFC East was 4-11. And the Giants have yet to play their final game.
Who do they have? Who are they playing?
They've already played the Patriots. They've already played the Jets. They
played the Bills. So
they played the Bills, so then it's the Dolphins.
Yeah, because Josh Allen went on the Battle of New York and beat the Jets and the Giants back-to-back weeks.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, so then it's the Dolphins. And guess what? Giants are going to go 1-4 because the Dolphins, might throw up when I say this, the Dolphins are a better team than the Giants.
I'm sorry, what was that, Zachary?
I said the Dolphins are a better team than the Giants.
Ooh. That's a weird statement, man. That's big, especially for a team that I thought was going to go winless at the beginning of this year. To be fair, I also thought the Giants were going to go winless. Wrong. But
listen, here's the thing. Most of the time, the sum of your parts is greater than a whole individual, thing going on. Does that make sense? Like the sum of the parts is greater than the parts itself. So, with the Dolphins, I can't even tell you who their best player is. It's probably Devontae Parker, but that's really I would have said Kenyon Drake, but oh wait, they traded him to the fucking Cardinals.
Well, what about?
And then they
Larry
started
Tunsil?
winning.
Oh.
Yeah, well he's gone.
Oh, what about
Oh,
Nick Fitzpatrick?
Oh, Kenny still. Oh wait, no, Kenny Still's gone too. Yeah, we could probably keep going with that. Kiko Alonso, is he still on that team? I don't know. He seemed like he doesn't know what team he belongs to.
What about when he ran to the wrong sideline?
Yeah, he ran when he ran to the wrong sideline. Yeah, no, definitely not a smart coach team. I honestly, at this point, I can't blame any of the coaches that go into Miami. It's just not a good environment to play football in, honestly. Just really not. Like, I mean, fuck. The fucking lineman coach was just snorting lines of coke off of strippers' booties, so...
throwback.
You remember that?
I forgot.
That was
last year, wasn't it?
That was last year, yeah. But, you know, I'm just think about it like this. You have all of that, like, just massive fuckery going on in Miami, and they're still better than the Giants and are tied with the Redskins.
I mean, we'll see if they're better than the Giants. You clearly think so.
I think they're better than the Giants.
I can't.
They are much better than the Giants. Much better. The Dolphins are 1-2 non-conference. Okay, ready for this? Patriots 4-0, Bills 3-1, Jets 3-1 against the NFC East.
That hurts. I hate the Jets.
Yeah,
I hate the Jets.
Honestly, like, see, here's the thing. I pity most teams because I'm a spoiled Patriots fan. Like, as a Patriots fan, I want to share my success with the rest of the world and be kind of one of those, like, it's one of those billionaires that's kind of like, I'm going to drop all my money and go help poor people. And then you get there and it's like, oh, that's so cool. Like, I'm helping people. And you, like, post about it on social media and shit. And people at home are like, you're a douchebag. You can just come home and take all your money back. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I have to work for my wage. Like, that's how people feel about the Patriots. Like, oh, look at me. I have 6 Super Bowls. Like, yeah, great. Like, we haven't won anything in, like, 20 years. So, you know what I mean? So, I just pity the Jets. I pity a lot of the teams. I hate the Steelers.
Say who you
I hate Cowboys.
No.
The team I pity the most, my beautiful baby boy, is your favorite little team there.
The Browns.
They have had the unluckiest, I don't know, 70 years of existence.
From Baltimore and back. Yep.
Yeah.
It's not been great.
And the best part is that Baltimore team has won more Super Bowls than you have.
Mm-hmm.
The Colts and the Ravens.
That doesn't feel good.
No, it shouldn't. It really should.
No.
No, I really hope it should not sit well with you. As a Browns fan, should not sit well with you.
No. Too bad we didn't think of this Rage Cage thing earlier in the year. I could have gone off on some Brown stuff.
Hey, they're 6. Hey, you know what, James? They're 6-7. They could be in first place of the NFC East if they wanted to be right now.
Wow. Do you really think, Zach?
I don't think. I know.
It's called statistics.
Yep. Also, Colts 6-7 could be in first place of the NFC East. Now I'm just gonna go through teams that could be in first place in the NFC East. Bears 7-6. The Bears are 7-6. They're in third place in the NFC North. They'd be in first place of the NFC East by a game. So there's that. That's fun. Oh, guess what? You know those Buccaneers? Yeah, they're 6-7. They could be sitting in first place as well. So, yep.
Not anymore.
Yep. So, I don't know. I guess there you have it, really. Fuck the Cowboys. Fuck the Eagles. Fuck the Redskins. And fuck the Giants. NFC East is a garbage division. Their fans are garbage people. I don't think they're garbage people. I have much love for
Philly's pretty garbage.
I have much love for Washington D.C., New York. Some love for Dallas. Eagles fans can suck a chode or eat horse shit because they've done that before.
They
So
are into that.
they are so into just grabbing nugs of horse shit off the ground and just like fucking going to town on those things. So whatever, I guess, right?
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Just say it.
I got nothing, man. I mean, yeah, you summed it up. I'm not gonna give any love to New York ever, but yeah, there we go.
Other than that, really, that's all I got for you guys on my little episode of
Rage Cage.
Everybody hates the NFC East. So, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
Zach. Thank you
Thanks.
for entering the Rage Cage. It was a pleasure.
Yep, it was a pleasure being a part of our little experiment to just vent all our frustrations about fucking stupid things in sports right now.
My favorite thing about this is before we started recording, you were like, "Yeah, this is probably gonna be a quick one," and it turned into half of a regular BOTA cast.
Oh yeah, no, there was a straight 20 minutes where I just continued talking and you just sat there like, okay, all right, sounds good.
Yeah, no, I feel bad. Audio or video, I feel bad for y'all. I'm just gonna be sitting there like I don't know, like very Ricky Bobby's like I don't know what to do with my hands right now. What the pinky doing there?
Yeah. Unfortunately, for those of you people at home, you do not get to see me motioned. I can tell you that I got up a couple times and started yelling into the camera. So, yeah, you guys missed.
Throwback to episode 2 of the BOTA cast when I kicked the chair behind me and yelled about Freddie Kitchen.
That was funny.
Good old days.
Yeah. Other than that, let's give a little. Why don't we give a little news to some of the people at home, James?
A little news.
Yeah, let's give a little news.
You want to give that news?
Let's only give them half the news.
Let's give them half the news.
Let's give them half the news.
Let's have a little.
Let's have a little teaser
thing for y'all.
If you're listening to this episode right now, that means that we love you. We definitely don't know where you live. We probably know where you live because it's like 5 people that listen to us anyway. So, but we have some big news that we'd like to share with you right now. Massive news. So James and I are pregnant. We're about 5 months along. No, I'm kidding. Not really. Like he might be pregnant. I don't know. I have to ask your girlfriend about that one. She definitely No, Megan impregnated you, James. That's the whole point.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm
it's
saying,
like Fairly Odd Parents, where Cosmo gets pregnant instead of Wanda.
I'm down being Cosmo. I'm all about it.
Anyways,
ADD.
I know it's terrible. I work. The job that I do, I work at a gym. So I have been in talks with people from Dirty Water Media, Dirty Water TV, and basically what's been going on is I've been talking to the person that runs it. She's very nice, and we've been talking for about a month.
That's unfortunate that just cut out there. It's like she's very
it cut out?
Fantastic, and we appreciate everything she's done for us.
Oh my god!
Yeah, cut out as you said. She's very
okay. Let me repeat what I said. Is that she's amazing, and we've been talking for about a month, trying to get things sorted out. And push comes to shove, blah blah blah. BOTA Sports, and the members of BOTA Sports will in fact be publishing articles on Dirty Water Media. So there you have it, guys. We got a nice little break for ourselves. I've been talking to the editor of Dirty Water, and yeah, we're probably just gonna be pushing a couple articles out here and there. So definitely big news. We're very excited to do it, and we really appreciate Dirty Water for letting us do that. But we're gonna take it in stride, and hopefully we get some good things going from there. We do have other news that will come later, just because I don't want to.
We gotta iron some things out before we talk about that.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely do. But I think the we're gonna have some articles that are gonna be published within the next week or week and a half. So I'd rather get this news out there so that way people know and they can go and check it out. The other thing can wait because we have to. There's a ton of things we have to do before we can get that part going. But just know that we have other news for you guys eventually. So yeah.
So for the 7 of you that have been following, thank you.
Yeah.
You're gonna be growing hopefully more soon. So
Ow,
we'll
it's
see.
a good thing you can't see the screen. I just had a major pain, and I put my mouth on the camera. Ow. Don't mind me. I've had such a long day, James. I don't know what to do with myself.
All right, and on that note, I'm James. That was Zach. This was the Rage Cage. Thank you for joining us again. For Frozen Zach, I'm gonna say it.
Soggy boy.
Stay beautiful. We'll see you next time.
Love yous.